Welcome, ladies and gents, to Kansas Motor Speedway, and it is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series. It's the Sophia the Fierce 120. It's going to be one hell of a bad night, and that's right, it's repeat. I am back for these turn down for what, guys. I am back home. Definitely want to say a big thank you to the SBRN channel for covering for a week or two while I was away. Originally, I thought about, broadcasting part-time and then, racing part-time and all that. But you know what? I had to get back behind the mic and catch up with these guys as we start to see qualifying well in progress. Let's go ahead and clear everything out. Let's bring up everything that you're going to need to see throughout the evening. That way you know where everybody is. Keep up with your favorite driver. Let's go. Let's go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon right now. Actually, let's go ahead and clear that out, and we'll go ahead and bring it back up. Looks like it was stuck in practice mode, which I'll go ahead and show you what practice looked like in just a moment or so. And, of course, it's going to foul up. And let me go ahead and see if I can't clear that right quick. Give me 1 second, please. There we go. 1 second. All right. Let's see. I apologize. Give me one moment. Something must have been going on with SDK because it was giving me a little bit of an issue before, and it looks like it's going to continue. Let's see here. You see the 57 of a more smoker, Josh Taylor, go on out and put down a burner. It looks like he's going to be P2 right now. I apologize. Scoring pylon's just giving me a little bit of trouble. I tell you, if it was for wasn't for bad luck, sometimes I think I'd have no luck at all. All right, let's go ahead and switch this back over. $82.82. 1 second. One moment. You saw the race information come up, and all of a sudden, I tried to clear it, and oh, that ain't gonna work. Hey, you got some information up there, just not quite what you need. Nope, that ain't it. Let's try this. All right. Well, that ain't going to be it either. One moment. Right now, so far, Justin Anscock's on pole. Pacey Wygent, Cole Snyder, Jeff Lednam, and Zach Meredith. That's going to be your top 5. I'm trying to get your overlay back up and running. All I did was close the program and then put it back up again. And so far, it does not want to. Oh wait, do we have some? Hey, looks like we got some luck here. All right, so let's go ahead and empty that out. Let's go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon. There we go. And actually does not look like it is tracking any time. All right, let's try something else here. Sorry about this. All right, let's empty that out. That ain't working either. Give me one moment. I apologize. All right. Well, anyway, looks like the grid is over. That might be why. Not 100% sure. But it does, as I mentioned, looks like Justin Ascock in that number 13 Toyota. He will be on pole. With Pacey Wygant to his outside. Then it's going to be Cole Snyder and Jeff Lednam to round out row number 2. Mike Miller in that 5, sitting P5. Have to see if that bodes well for him. And then behind to the outside of Mike Miller is going to be Zach Meredith in his 17. Josh Taylor in that 57 is going to start 57 is going to start P7. Mark Morton in the deuce, he's going to start P8. Mike Allen in that 88 is going to start P9. Chris Murphy to round out row number 5 in his number 7. The 19 of Byron Jones with Charlie Mosley to round out row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Jeff Jones, the name you know, in that 95. Claire Murphy to his outside. Andrew Chapman in the 2-5 starting 15th. Nate Lehman starting 16th and the 14th. Mike Carter in the 16, going to start 17. Joshua Roberts in the 3, going to start 18th. Row number 10 is going to be Mike Campbell Jr. In his number 71. That's going to be Papa Bear himself. Jose Ruiz in the 23, going to start 20th. Row number 11 is going to be Austin Collins in the single 1 with Stan Carnathan in the 82 to his outside. Row number 12 is going to be Connor Cunningham. Welcome back to iRacing, Connor. Starting 23rd in the 43 with Mike LeBlanc to his outside. And last but not least, the guy in the rear with the gear is going to be the 78 of Brian Pizzichemi to round out our 25-car field. So that is going to be the way that they line up. Let's go ahead and bring your tower back up so you know exactly where everybody's going to be all night long. Let's go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. So it looks like the 13 of Justin Ascock, he's going to go ahead and lead lap number 1. Pacey White's going to be P2. Cole Snyder, 3rd. And Mike Miller is going to go ahead and round out your top 4 with Jeff Lednam here in that number 12 sitting P4. It looks like so far the top 6 have not switched a single position at all. Gotta love that Buffalo Sabres machine for Zach Meredith. There you see Mark Morton in the deuce, sitting P number 7. Josh Taylor, though, I tell you what, he's very, very fast in practice. Let's see if I can actually show you what practice looked like for you. See what the speeds were like all evening long. So again, Justin Ascock, who started on pole, he was the fastest in practice with Austin Collins in that 1. Brian Pizzichemi, Zach Meredith, Pacey Wygant, and Cole Snyder with Chris Murphy, Josh Taylor, Mike Miller, and Connor Cunningham to round out your 10. So yeah, that's how they were in practice. Doesn't look like so far much is going to change here in the race either. 120 laps are on tap here tonight from Kansas. Spent a little bit of time away this week doing some things with the fam. Took them all down to the Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina, just outside of Wilmington. So last week did a little bit of racing here. This week, or 2 weeks ago, did a little bit of racing here. This week, right back behind the mics, we got a battle for the lead. They're going to take it. Oh, thought they were going to take about 3 wide right there, but went back double file for the first 3 rows. Here's the view from the front end, looking back from Pacey Wide's truck as the 3 wide right behind him. 3 wide, 13 on the inside, 12. That's going to be Jeff Ledham. Might have thought about taking a peek, but he's going to go ahead and pull it right back up behind Justin. Here comes the 17 of Mr. Meredith. A couple trucks back as you start to see the field getting more and more spread out a little bit further behind them all. Battle for the lead. Pacey Wygent on the outside. Going to see if he can't use that high side momentum to get up and get going. Straight Out Alaska says, let's go, 13. Well, 13 so far has taken the pole and has led every single lap as you're 3 wide right behind him. The 12, the 24, and the 5. That's going to be Mike Miller, Cole Snyder, and Jeff Ledham back there. Back double file as Pacey went ahead and made that high side work for him. Straight Out Alaska, yeah, Justin's doing pretty well, and I imagine that before the night is said and done, he'll really get up there and contend for this win just like last week. Going back into one, you see the 13 of Justin really starting to blink a little bit. He said before the race started he was testing out some kind of a new connection for his PC, and seen him blinking quite a little bit. Was taking a look at the ping and all that for him in pre-race. He's going to try to get it all worked out. Still looking like he might be having just a little bit of an issue, but when you're this far up and not in the middle of a pack, you really don't have to worry about all that much. Looking from the backside of Zach Meredith right now, sitting at P7, down 1 spot from where he started. We got a couple trucks up in the wall. No caution as it up. There it is. Looks like this is going to have something to do with Chris Murphy and at least one other truck. Not quite sure if anybody else got collected up on the high side, but we'll see. Straight Out Alaska says hopefully his internet connection can hold up. Yeah, he was saying that the weather wasn't quite favorable. We'll put it that way. All right, but let's go ahead and switch this on over to our chase cam and go back with Chris Murphy, find out what happened. Let's go. All right, so here we see the 7 of Chris Murphy. You see this Mountain Dew truck right behind him. Let's go ahead and play this out. See what actually let's back this up a little bit. See if there's anything before it. All right, let's go ahead and play it. So 7's down, he's on the wall. Kind of holding his own, gets a little bit of a bump. Still holding his line. Does he collect the wall? Nope, not so much. Staying right there, 25 down low. Oh, okay. Let's actually rewind this. Let's see if netcode had anything to do with this. Let's switch on over to his left front and let's play this out. This is at quarter speed. Do they meet in the middle? Has Uncle Netcode taken a flight to Kansas? Let's find out. Nope, definitely some contact there. So 25 came on up. We'll back this up one more time. I don't want to be wrong. So let's back that on up and let's go back to. Let's tell you what. Let's take a look from the rear chase. There we go. And let's play it one more time. Play it in full speed. Hard shot for both. All right. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. Good thing the racing admins have that job. All right. So Mike Miller up in front. See if maybe we can get a hold of Mike right quick. See if he's available. I don't see Mike as being available in the chat. So what about our buddy Cole Snyder? Let's see if Cole's around. Nope, I don't see Cole. I know Pacey's always available. Let's see if we can't pull the one and only Pacey Wygen on up. Pacey, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that Sophia the Fierce, Stronger Than Cancer, 00.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
All right, bud. Well, caution number one, maybe a little bit of netcode, maybe a little bit of a battle for the same real estate out on track. We are here for the Sophia the Fierce 120 from Kansas, able to get on up there, battle the 13, and able to lead a lap or two. I see, actually, for some reason, now I just see the lights atop the pace truck went out, but they were on when I started talking to you. I don't know. But, man, can you get on up there and lead this thing?
Oh, yeah. This truck's bad fast, and hoping to get it in victory lane by the end of the night.
All right, buddy, I'll get you back on down with Team CCR. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up, and maybe we'll be talking to you again a little bit later on.
Sounds good, buddy.
You got it. All right, so got him back on down. Is my mind playing tricks on me? That was kind of sketchy.
Green.
But green flag's back on up. Barney's going off. Let's go. All right, so 00 said he's got a bad, fast truck. Mike Miller's still leading as he comes on by the 24 of Cole Snyder. It's going to be a battle for P number 2, but the high side and the momentum up there and how much sooner you're able to get back in the throttle is really going to pay dividends for Pacey Wygen. Mike Miller also utilizing that high side. Let's see if Cole Snyder, Cole Snyder, he's going to go ahead and get on up there since he just saw what the momentum is like up there, as well as the draft side-by-side battle right now for P number 3. Does the 13 have enough to take a look to the inside of the 00? Or will the 2-4 or take advantage of the block that Pacey just pulled by coming on down to take the runaway from the 13? 24, yep, he is. He saw what 00 was able to do with that run, so he's gonna move on up there, take that second spot back. Meanwhile, just a couple spots back, here's a deuce of Mark Morton. He's gonna try to work his way up. Already 4 spots up. So right now sitting P number 4, Justin Ansgok, after starting on pole, sitting back P5. Here comes the one and only Josh Taylor, old more smoke himself. In that 5-7, he's going to come on up to contend. Now we got 3 or 4 rows, all double wide. And man, this is something that Kansas is absolutely great about. You can get some good runs going in these trucks and the Cup cars and the Xfinity cars, as long as the truck can actually be run up on the high side without getting too loose. 57 getting a little squirrely. A more smoke probably having to rock that wheel back and forth just a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a lap around with Josh Taylor right quick. See just how much he's having to saw on that wheel to keep the rear end under him. Josh really digging right now. Able to catch up to the deuce of Mark Morton in his Bass Pro Shops machine. Back up to the high side again. Dirty air absolutely playing a factor. Old habits die hard. I call him a more, and that's just what I was always used to. But yeah, Josh Taylor right now sitting P4 up 3. But you can absolutely see Mike Miller up there in that 5, trying to do his best to pull away So far, let me see. His last lap was a 32.64. Everybody else behind him was in the 32.8s, 9, 7s, in the 33-second bracket and further. So Mike Miller really seems to love Kansas Motor Speedway. Let's go ahead and we'll wait a moment, and then we'll get back up there with him. But it looks like got another battle here for P number 3. '17 is Zach Meredith up to really trying to get that high side moving. He's right behind his CCR teammate in Cole Snyder, making use of the bottom side. 24 Zach Meredith and Cole Snyder. There we go. 24 for Cole, 17 of Zach. You see the 24 come on down, try to give lend a little draft help to the 17 as Josh Taylor went ahead and threw it low, trying to get underneath the deuce of Mark Morton. Here comes the 14 of Nate Lehman. He's going to try to make something happen as well. He's going to take this 3 wide. Back out of it one more time. 57 and 2-4. 14 and the deuce. And then Mark Morton in that, the 17 of Zach Meredith to round out your top 6. All kinds of action going on up there. Let's widen this out. Let's bring it back just a little bit. How about this guy right here, Austin Collins, right now in the 1. So far up 10 spots since the race began. The only other guy that's up more spots than him, as I see just about 14 guys and girls out there in chat between Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and iRock TV through your favorite Roku device, whether it's a Roku TV or a Roku streaming deck. See 14 of y'all out there. Well, the 14, he is up 14 spots here on our 23rd lap. So Nate Lehman making some big moves, trying to gain as much track position as he can. But Austin Collins move him up now 11 spots. So a couple of very fast trucks moving up early, doing everything that they can. Wino B says, "Let's go, Smokey." Talking about the one and only Josh Taylor right up here, I assume, anyway. But Wino, thank you very much for coming out, hanging out, chatting it up. Please go on over, smash that follow, hit the subscribe if you can. Josh Taylor, he, from what I understand, he plans to race this full season out. Been a buddy of mine going back to console days. That's why it's so tough for me to break away from calling him a more smoke. But Byron Jones back here up 3 spots in that 213simware.com number 13. You see that Red Bull 13 just to his outside. Again, that's going to be Anna Sagak. The 1 also getting on by, that's going to be Austin Collins, just talking about him. Here comes the 16 of Mike Carter. And behind those guys going to be Jeff Lednam in that Newport 12, 3 wide behind him. 82 of Stan Carnathan, 23 of Jose Ruiz as they keep on keeping on. You see the 41 there of Mike LeBlanc. Kind of take a ride from Mike's nose cam as you see everybody migrate on up to the high side. That's really what it's all about, and that's where you can absolutely carry the most momentum. New leader Nate Lehman. Nate able to get on by Mike Miller. Let's see if we can actually track or catch how that pass happened. Let's go. And come on, give me the camera I want. There we go. All right, let's see how this, let's back this up just a tad. We saw Nate coming. How'd he get it done? Stop it and play it from there. All right, so going into turn number 1, you see the 14 go ahead and throw it down low. 5 way up high, hoping to carry a little bit more momentum. 14 able to stab the gas. 5's going to be able to cruise and keep the lead down the backstretch. Heading into turns 3 and 4. 14 one more time. Gives it just a little bit more. And you can see him absolutely clear with a little bit of a slide job. 5 not able to pull any kind of a crossover. And the 14 takes the lead. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right. So now the 14 absolutely starting to pull away. Right now, the man with the fastest lap of the evening is actually going to be Pacey Wygent with a 31.58. Next would be the 24 for Cole Snyder with a 74, and then an 81 for Mike Miller. But Nate Lehman, so far, it might just be the long run speed that this 14's got. His fastest lap has been a 31.57. 31.97. His last lap was a 33 flat. Everybody else, though, in the back of the field, mid to high 33s. 33, 58, 58, 59, 55, 60. That's your top 6. So in the long run, this truck right here, he's got it where it counts. The next fastest lap, a little bit further in the back, is going to be this guy right here, the 78 TWRS, looks like Silverado for Brian Pizzicemi. This is only his second race with the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series. His last lap was a 28. So as it looks like we got a round of green flag pit stops happening. Here comes the 5 on lap 30 to start lap 31. Going to try to get into his stall. And it looks like Mike Allen in that 88 machine, he's going to be coming on down pit road as well. So 2 trucks down to grab 4 brand new Eagle Fuel Goods. Go ahead and top it off with that Sunoco E15 fuel and come on back out. Mike Allen very, very slow pulling into his pit. Not really all that aggressive, but you see Cole Snyder in that 24 USA machine, DuPont colors. He's also going to come on down. So green flag pit stops definitely well underway. But so far, everybody's trying to catch this guy as he is our 3rd or 4th leader of the night so far. The 13 is led, the 00 is led, the 14 is led, and the 5 has absolutely led as well. So unless I've missed one, we've had 4 different leaders on the evening. Zach Meredith a little bit further back here with the gang, and I mean that 14 has all but stepped out. I mean, he is literally in his own zip code right now. Pacey Wygent back here in a 00. Very, very comfortable situation. Very used to racing the 13 of Justin Anscott quite often. Austin Collins continuing to pick up the position and lay him down. Now up 16. He's got the most track position advancements of anybody else, now up 16. Like I said, Nate Lehman up 15, Mike LeBlanc up 15, Connor Cunningham up 11, but he's sitting just a little bit further back right here in P number 12 in this number 43 Monster Machine, looking underneath the 12 as we speak. But you can imagine that these guys are going to try to come on down and do what they got to do. The 14 and Nate Lehman, he cannot go another, at least I wouldn't think he can go another 30 laps to try to make this to halfway, but I have been wrong before. But here is Nate working lap 35, where a few others came on down on lap 30 to start lap 31, and I have to see if that works out for him. Josh Taylor back here, looks like he has also, let me see here. Yep, Josh Taylor, he pit on lap 11, so he pit with he pit with the caution that we had. Fairman says might be trying a 2-stop. That's absolutely what I'm thinking, but can they actually get that done? I really don't know. That might be a stretch. So the guys that stayed out under that lap 10, lap 11 caution, as we watch the 57, something just happened with Josh Taylor. Just kind of completely blinked out. Not 100% sure what that was. But let me see if we can catch back up with him. I hope Josh is all right. No, he's not showing up for me at all right now. But look at his Hornet's nest back here. Still 2 and 3 wide at times. Right now keeping up with Mike Miller in that 5. Already come on down pit road. So you can know right now all these slower trucks kind of holding him up. He doesn't want to waste his time right there. He's got to make use of those 4 brand new rubbers and try to put these other guys behind him so that he's got the clean track. He could just get up and go and make up the most amount of time on the 14. Ferret, always good to see you out there, man. I was watching your race the other night. Was it MX versus ATV? I remember playing that with the original Xbox 360 way back in the day. Had a good old Godsmack soundtrack to it and all that. Always a whole lot of fun. Five again, going to look down low. This time he should have the run 3 wide. That's going to be Stan Carnathan in the middle. There's the 00 of Pacey Wygent right behind. So the 5 really starting to make some headway. Now pull up behind the 1 of Austin Collins. Maybe grab just a little whiff of the draft. Pull up, pull down, and try to get back in the throttle to clear the 1. Get the dirty air off him and keep on keeping on. We got more on pit road. Looks like Charlie Mosley in his Lucas Oil number 89 is going to be on pit road. So far, no other takers, though. Nate Lehman with a good 5.5, almost 6 second lead on everybody else. Really, and for the most part, extending that. Now 5.7, working on 5.8. You guys can keep up with everybody there on the left-hand side on your scoring pylon. But yeah, you can see by the green dot on the track map on the bottom right, that is the car that I'm on right now. And I mean, he's got a good half of the back straight on the rest of the field, as they're now in the middle of the back straightaway. He's going through the middle of turns 3 and 4. So he keeps on extending that lead. Zach Meredith, here he is in that Buffalo Sabres machine, my team, as he's going to go ahead and bring it on down pit road. Looks like the 2 of Mark Morton. He's going to go ahead and bring it on down pit road as well. Jeff Lednum and the 25 of Andrew Chapman. So another trio coming on down for 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Go ahead and top it off and come on back out. Have to see how the rest do. Mike Pop Bear Campbell here sitting in the number 71 Ford F-150. Right now, he's up 8 spots, sitting P11 as Nate Lehman, our leader, comes on down pit road. Austin Collins also bringing that machine. Here comes Pacey Wygent. Here comes I believe that's going to be the 12, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, no, it's going to be the 82, rather, of Stan Carnathan, 19 of Byron Jones, Mike LeBlanc back here in the 41, the 43 of Connor Cunningham, the 23 of Jose Ruiz. So we've got a wholesale of truckers now on pit road. Very, very few actually out here on track right now. All the gray on track. I mean, starting to get to be more and more spread out as more and more starting to peel off and leave pit road. Here's the 14. Again, Nate Lehman, as Mike Miller has now retaken the lead in that number 5 truck by a good 6.5 seconds. So Nate made a whole lot of time up before on the long run, and the 5 pit on lap 30. And as you can see, none of the guys that were in the back, even if they stopped on lap 11, none of them were able to really go that much further. None of them were able to go to lap 60 in order to make this a 2-stop race. So it doesn't look like that's going to work out for them. I have to see what else they're all able to do. Justin Aniscock back here in the 13. Cole Snyder right behind in the 24. Nate Lehman and Mike Carter are going to go ahead and round out the top 5. Austin Collins, though, still the biggest mover back here in this, is very, very cleanly painted number 1. Sitting P6 up 15 spots. The next biggest mover, actually there's probably a tie for that. That's going to be Nate Lehman, Mike Carter, and Stan Carnathan, all up 12. 23 of Jose Ruiz looking very, very slow and dropping. Not quite sure what's going on with Jose, if he had to check up for someone or something else. Let's see if we can't rewind that just a tad, find out what happened with Jose here. Because he slowed up and it seemed like he got passed by a few. No, don't really see any damage or any issues right there. It's going to be the 78 of Brian Pizzichemi right there with him. Behind those guys, going to be the 41 of Mike LeBlanc. It just looks like these two really battling or fighting hard. 78 down low. Jose up high in his Zippo Camel machine. Definitely need a camo to light the zip, or definitely need a Zippo to light the Camel. 78's going to go ahead and throw it down low. Does he pull a slide job and come on up? Yes, he does. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. See the 13 Red Bull machine way up ahead of the 14 of Nate Lehman. But I would imagine if we're looking on board with the 13, this is his view up to the leaders now at 3+ seconds. So the 5 had a lead. The 14 and the 13 and all those other guys, now they're on fresh tires. So they're going to have a good chance of being able to run him back down. But he'll be coming on down pit road in just about another 10 or 11 laps. So 10 to 13 of Justin Anscock and Nate Lehman here in the 14. Can they run the 5 of Mike Miller back down as he goes to put Mike Papa Bear Campbell 1 lap down or more? Actually, yeah, this would be putting Papa Bear a lap down. Right now, it's showing that the first truck 1 lap down is going to be Byron Jones back there in the 19. Murphy is going to be 2 laps down, as you can continue to watch your favorite driver and where they are as far as the running order goes on the left-hand side. All right, what do you say we jump on board with Nate Lehman for a lap or two? And if you got a good, good sound bar, good sounding TV, let's go ahead and crank it up. Have a little bit of a crank it up session. We'll see just how long it takes Nate Lehman to catch up to Mike Miller. Working lap 52. Does he have enough, time within these next 7.5 or 8 laps to catch up to that 5 and pass him on back? Coming off turns 3 and 4 when we get to the start stripe. Go ahead and let's crank it up. Let's go. All right, so again, 14, Nate Lehman able to easily get on by the 5 of Mike Miller. Mike Miller so far, though, he has not lost all that much track position to the 14. You can still see him. So if you figure Mike Miller was able to make up an easy 6 or 7 seconds on the new rubber that he had before the rest of these guys, and he had to fight his way through traffic, I think Mike probably could have extended that lead, and it could have been where Nate was catching him right about now instead of where he did a couple of short laps ago. But you can bet that Mike Miller will be coming on down pit road very, very soon. Your biggest movers, though, we got to go ahead and update that. Austin Collins and Stan Carnathan right now are both up 17 spots right along with Connor Cunningham in this number 43 Monster Machine. All three up 17 spots. Nate Lehman up 15. So this trio of cars really doing everything that they can to make up some ground, able to catch the back end of Justin Anasigok, really pull on down low. It looks like he's going to give Justin just enough room up there. He's going to go all the way to the apron and take that spot away. Yep, a little bit of a slider, pull it on up. He's got turn 1 all himself, doesn't have to worry about dirty air. Stan Carnathan now, he's a little bit further in the back as we take a look from his front nose. And you can see that battle that we just watched just a little bit further up as they go into turn 3 and 4. Stan right in the middle of the backstretch. Connor Cunningham right behind Stan Carnathan in that number 82 Hemp's machine. Nate Lehman now still leading. He sees the number 71 for Mike Papa Bear Campbell, the owner of this racing community, has been the owner of this community or league or club or whatever you want to call it for the last several years. I was having a conversation with Brian Pizzakemi just before the race started, and this has been my home ever since the NNR Cup Series, Xfinity, and Truck Series, going back to the console days. And once that dissolved, it's been all about the turn down for what series, whether on Xbox or here now on iRacing for the last several seasons. Mixing it up between me and the one and only KS Gaming 51 and a few other broadcasters stepping in whenever Kurt or I could, just weren't available. And again, big thank you to SBRN last race for filling in and allowing me to get some track time myself. It was definitely a whole lot of fun. All right, Cole Snyder, he's working his way on down pit road in that 24. So after this, he'll have just one more stop right around lap 90 to 93. And it looks like Mike Miller, he has also come on down pit road, and he might have a little bit easier of a time making light work of this traffic. He's got the high side moving, so he can get those 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods to really work for him. Before all that traffic was really slowing him down, couldn't do much with it, and here he is. He just blasted by the 12. Now he's going to be able to blast by the 00. That is the benefit of brand new tires. Again, big thanks to everybody that's out there, whether it's on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or iRock TV. Guys and girls, if you got a Roku TV, go on over to the streamer section and search out iRock TV. It's the logo that you see there on the bottom left-hand side of your screen underneath the scoring pylon. Go to the streamer section, search for iRock TV. It is an all-free channel. And whether you're a fan of podcasts, POV streams, league, community, club, whatever it is you want to watch, whether it's NASCAR related news, as such in the the Hot Dog Stand podcast, or if it's a league broadcast, club broadcast, POV broadcast, whatever it is. It's all in great, stunning 4K. Better yet, it's commercial free, and even better than that, like I said, the channel is absolutely free, unlike a lot of the other channels through the Roku service. So please go on over. Whether you're watching right now on your mobile device, on your tablet, and you're in a mobile home, 30,000 feet in the air, wherever you are, thank you for coming out and hanging out. Please, don't be afraid to say hey out there in the chat. Let me know you're there. Who do you guys got? As we now have crossed the halfway point, who is going to grab the checkers tonight? Is it going to be Nate Lehman, who continues to lead now with the 1.7 second lead over Austin Collins, that continues to pick him up and lay him down? He's got the 88 right behind him, but that's going to be Mike Allen. That is not a battle for position. Mike is just now gone a lap down, the same as the 71 of Mike Pop Bear Campbell. But Austin Collins, Stan Carnathan, Connor Cunningham, and those guys are still now 19 positions up. Austin Collins very, very fast here on the long run. Looked like for a second there might have tagged the wall, but no such happening. 88 and Mike Allen getting a huge run, decided to make it 3 wide between him, the 1, and the 71. Big move. There you go. Straight Out Alaska says flying mobile home. Absolutely. Why not, man? Why not? We are 2023. You never know. If you're in a flying mobile home 30,000 feet in the air, I gotcha. Welcome aboard. Even more. Oh, man. Stan Carnathan back here. Straight Out Alaska, I tell you, looks like Justin Anscott kind of fallen a little bit further in the back. Not quite sure if he's allowing this to happen because of his blinking, or if he's received an EOL from race control for the blinking not to interfere. Looks like Charlie Mosley in this number 89 machine. He's coming down pit road lap 70. He'll be starting lap 71, I believe, when he comes out of 120. So 50 more laps to go. I don't think he can stretch it quite that far, but he's getting those tires on now. He'll be coming on down pit road very, very soon. I'm sorry, the rest of the field, I should say, will be coming on down pit road very, very soon. Come on, chat. Who do y'all got? Who's it gonna be? I've seen Twitch, out there representing. I see Straight Out Alaska, Ferret Man, Wino Beast, YouTube, Facebook. Where are y'all at? Who do you guys got tonight? Got to come up with some kind of an app for Roku. That way we can get some conversation going there over through that streaming device or through that TV. I need to know. All right, here comes our leader, Nate Lehman, lap 71 of 120. It looks like he's bringing the 1 of Austin Collins that has caught up to him, right up his back bumper, side-by-side battle down pit road. 14 looking like he's a little bit stronger. 1's going to be able to go ahead and hit his pit first. Will this be the benefit that he needs? There's the 82 of Stan Carnathan. There's the 00 of Pacey, 17 of Meredith, 23 of Jose, the 2 of Mark Morton and company. There's the 19 of Byron Jones. Here comes the 1 after 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods, and he's going to pass on by the 14. So the 1 should have the lead as he exits the 14 speed. He's losing all kinds of spots. Nate Lehman still has not left his pit. I have a feeling 14 might have got a black flag. Definitely saw him lock him up as he was entering pit road. Was he carrying just a little too much speed? Maybe he was afraid that he was going to get rear-ended by the 1 of Austin Collins, and paying attention to the rear view rather than what was coming up in front of him. I don't know. But lengthy issue for the 14. Ferret and Straight Out of Compton both say looked like a cone hit for sure. Well, there you go. Let's take a look at the at pit road. Yep, I don't, well, it kind of looks like the cone is still there. So, oh, it looks like one's going to tag the wall. Is that going to be enough to bring out the caution? Nope, it's not able to right that ship, and he'll be able to keep on keeping on. That was the 61 of Claire Murphy. So Claire kind of maybe needed to make a little bit of a brake bias adjustment before getting on the brakes, and ended up possibly tagging the inside wall just a bit. Not too bad. The front end of that Tundra not looking too bad. Looked like they'll be able to keep on going. All right, so Mike Miller back up front, and this time by not so much. Justin Anisgok able to start reeling him in sooner than later. Mike Miller again just 1.5 over Justin. Austin Collins 4+ back. Connor Cunningham 5.7, and then here we are. So we got a lot of trucks that are ailing right now, and several that are yet to come on down. No, I think just several that may have had some issues. But you can definitely see Justin really stalking this Toyota Tundra TRD as that Red Bull machine gets closer and closer and closer. So straight out of Alaska, here comes Justin, old Rowdy, talking about the days back from back in NNR. Back when he was NNR Poopy Pants. And then NNR Rowdy and a few others. There comes the 95 of Jeff Jones. As he screams on by. That is not a battle for position. That's basically the 95 getting his lap back. So good job by him. But this 13 is absolutely hunting. Poopy! Yep, that's right. There we go. 13 going to try to look low underneath the 5. And with those 4 Eagle Feel Goods, he should have a pretty good chance of taking that spot. Still somewhat side by side across the start stripe. Going into turn number 1, that Red Bull machine should have a couple extra wings to be able to keep that hammer down. Maybe try a little bit of a slide job. Not quite clear. He's going to have to give the 5 room and allow that outside momentum to keep that spot. Still side by side into turns 3 and 4. 5 up, 13 trying to keep up on that throttle pedal. And looks like this time he will be able to clear him. 5 has no recourse, has to check up. 13 is going to be able to go ahead and take the lead back undisputed. So with all that going on between these two, guess who else has pulled his way on up? Here is the Red Bull gives you flying mobile homes. All right. Hey, whatever gives you wings. There you go. But yeah, how about this guy right here? Austin Collins now up 18 spots. Connor Cunningham up 19. Andrew Chapman up 10. Mike Carter and a few others, up several spots. But the newer tires is not faring for Mike Miller as much as they did the first time around. The 13 was able to hunt him back down. Now the one of Austin Collins able to take one more spot. This truck is now showing that not only does he have the long run speed, but he's also got the short run, got to get up, got to get going now kind of speed as well, as we check the box for less than 40 laps remaining here in the Sophia the Fierce 120, live from Kansas Motor Speedway. Again, I am Repeat, and this is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series. It's been one hell of a race so far, and it really looks like Austin Collins looking to check his own box this evening, get on up there and take a W as he now battles with the 13 for the lead. 13 trying to come on down, just tuck in right behind. Thought he might have been trying a little bit of a side draft. One's going to go ahead and take the lead. This should be our 6th different leader, if I'm not mistaken, on the evening. Austin Collins take the 1 to P1. How about Connor Cunningham, though? Back here in the 43. He is, 5+ seconds behind our leader, behind the battle that we just saw between Austin Collins and Justin Aniscock. Connor just now getting back on iRacing. He's missed a couple races, and it looks like he's kind of picking up right where he left off, able to really get out here and show that he can contend even after, missing some time. And how about a little bit further back, the 2.5 Mountain Dew machine for Andrew Chapman. He's up 11 spots right now, sitting P4. Mike Carter right behind in that number 16 up high. You see the 78 of Brian Pizzakemi. That is a battle for position. Pizzakemi's going to go ahead and drift on up. That's going to put Brian up 20 spots up to P number 5. So we started tonight's race with 25, and he started as the man in the rear with the gear, and he continues to just take positions away. Pacey Wygent back here in that Sophia the Fierce 00, sitting 6th. He's down 4 spots from where he started. Zach Meredith in the 17 Buffalo Sabres machine sitting right behind him, started 6th, now back to P7. Mike Carter up 9 in that Napa Know-How number 16 Silverado. So a lot of guys shaking all kinds of positions, and some others really gaining. Austin Collins up 20. Connor Cunningham up 20. Brian Pizzakemi up 20. So, I mean, there's a lot of big movers, a lot of big shakers as well as this race goes on. '23 Jose Ruiz right now sitting P number 9. The last truck on the lead lap right now looking to be the 95 of Jeff Jones. A lot of others caught 1 or more laps down, including the 88 of Mike Allen, the 5 of Miller now, the 71 of Mike Pop Bear Campbell, the 7 of Murphy, 3 of Roberts, and so many more. Here's your first truck 1 lap down. Mike Miller right behind him now in the 5. Nate Lehman back here in the 14 after getting a speeding penalty or touching the cone, whatever it may have been. Definitely saw him locking it up as he came to the line. Stan Carnathan in that 82 Hemps machine sitting 19th right now. Before we were talking about this guy also being 15 and 16 positions up from where he started. Byron Jones in this 213simware.com number 19, sitting P20, down 9 spots. Mike Pop Bear Campbell, we saw him when he went a lap down. Chris Murphy back here in the 7 as well. Josh Roberts, Claire Murphy in the 61, and Josh Taylor, which appears to be out of the race. I have a feeling since we were riding with Josh Taylor right when he disappeared, something tells me that he may have had some kind of internet issue, maybe lost power, whatever the case may be. I'm not sure. Looks like it's going to be Mike Allen coming on down pit road in that number 88. Good looking truck as always. Hoosick Valley Contractors is what he's got on the hood and on the side. Integrity, accountability, respect, teamwork, and safety as he brings his Silverado to the attention of his pit crew. He's gonna go ahead and also grab 4 brand new tires, fill it up with that Sunoco E15 fuel, and come on out. So while all that happens, Austin Collins still leading, Justin Aniscock 2nd, Connor Cunningham 3rd, Andrew Chapman still sitting P number 4 as we've got a battle. This is not a battle for position. 14 of Nate Lehman is a lap down. He wants to get on up there. I believe he is the first truck one lap down, if I'm not mistaken, as he washes up right in front of the 2.5. 2.5 is going to give him a little bit of a bump to that tailgate. Maybe not too happy with that slide job, but hey, all's fair in race and war, right? All right, so that's the 5 right now is the spot where the 14 needs to get to. And again, that is going to be Mike. Yep, Mike Miller. Here he is. And let's take a look behind him, see if we see the 14. If we do, yep, he's right there, right behind him. This is the battle for the first truck one lap down. So if the 14 can get on up there and take that spot from the 5, and we do see a caution, that will put the 14 and Nate Lehman back on the lead lap. And that would be bad news for everybody else, because this man has shown that he's got the speed. He still has a very clean truck. If he can get on up there, it might spell doom for a lot of these other guys. Here we go. Battle within a battle. 14 down low, 5 up top. 5 still going to have the preferred line just for the momentum itself. As you see, the 25 starting to work his way back in the mix. 25, he just basically needs to be careful, make sure that he doesn't get wrapped up in anything should these guys tango. Right now, the 25, he is showing... let's see if I can find out who that might be right now, because the number is not showing correctly on the scoring pylon, but that's okay. All right, it's going to be... not Mike Carter, but it looks like we do have Mike Pop Bear Campbell coming on down pit road in his number 71. Looks like Josh Roberts is also bringing that number 3 PBR machine, his own Silverado, down pit road for his final stop. 25 laps remaining here from Kansas for the Sophia the Fierce 120. Brought to you live by the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. It's getting closer to crunch time. 25 laps to go means everybody can make it from here. They don't have to worry about much. Mark Morton also in his Bass Pro Deuce, bringing his truck to the attention of his crew, locking him up, sliding into position, going to grab 1 full tank, 4 tires, and get on back out there as quickly as possible. Austin Collins, that means he's going to have to come on down pretty soon as well, within, I'd say, the next 5 laps, give or take. The last time Austin was on pit road was lap 71. So he'll have to come on down very, very soon. And let's see, all the other guys that are behind him all came down on the same lap, or the very 1 lap ahead or 1 lap behind him. Looks like Andrew Chapman came in on lap 70. Looks like Mike LeBlanc came in on lap 72. Charlie Mosley came in on lap 68. Everybody else has been on since then. Speaking of Charlie Mosley, here he is bringing his Lucas Oil number 89 down to the attention of his pit crew for the final time. All right, let's kind of get a gauge here. See where Connor Cunningham right now, he's sitting P number 2 as the 13 of Justin Anscock goes flying on by. I'm going to guess Justin just went down pit road, and I missed that because that Red Bull machine is absolutely flying. Yeah, he came down on lap 93, so he came down as soon as he knew that he'd be able to make it from there. Just as I say that, here comes the leader, the one of Austin Collins on pit road. That should also bring, Connor Cunningham He's coming on down in his 43 Monster Machine. Pacey Wygent coming down as he locks him up. The 17 is Zach Meredith, Jose Ruiz, and Jeff Lednum as well on pit road. So Byron Jones on pit road. This is the last stop for everybody. This is literally for all the money. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, the 78, Brian Pizzakemi, in his second race here in this turn down for What iRacing Truck Series. He's going to go on and become our 7th leader of the evening as he tries to whoa and slow that machine up a little fast. Lock it down. Here we go. Down to pit road speed. Carry max speed all the way to the pits. Slide into your box. Don't be too slow. Don't be too fast. Hit it just right. Don't make your crew travel any distance further than they have to, and you can have one hell of a stop. And as that all happens, it looks like we're going to have leader number 8 on the evening, the 41 of Mike LeBlanc. He's going to come on by to go ahead and lead a lap as well, should he decide to stay out right here. Jeff Jones behind him in the 95, just a little ways back. When I say little ways, we're talking about 12 plus seconds. With the 82 of Stan Carneth, and these guys coming in a little fast. 41's having to lock it down, a little bit of tire smoke. Same with Stan Carnathan. Jeff Jones a little bit further back here in this number 95. He's going to whoa and slow it up as well. Don't lock him up. He's going to rock up the left rear. And again, one more time, being as aggressive as he feels he needs to in order to carry max speed to the line. But man, when you do that, you do gamble. But hey, sometimes the gamble pays off with track position. Sometimes you get burnt by a speeding penalty. 95 safely into his box. All right, so Michael Blanc out in his number 41. Nate Lehman here he comes in that 14. So surrendering the lead, and that's going to hand the lead back on over to Justin Anisagok, as he's already passed on by the 14. So the 14, he's going to have to make up some time. But that speeding penalty earlier absolutely cost him. So here is your new leader, Justin Anisagok. He's done pitting on the evening. So he's going to have to hope that that Red Bull really does give him some wings, because the one of Austin Collins, here he is. So they are, I mean, on the same side of the track, within the same corner of the track. You know, looking ahead from the bumper cam of this number 1, he can see that 7 right in front, and then right in front of him is that 13 Red Bull machine for Justin Anisagok, coming off of turn number 1 right now, and so is the 1. So, and the 1's got a little bit of drafting help from that Ryzen 7. Have to see how this all shakes out. That's going to be Chris Murphy separating the two drivers. That's what it looks like. So with 16 laps to go, can Justin Anisagok keep that Toyota TRD wound up on the high side? Just as talking about Brian Pizzakemi earlier, well, the man just went to Plaid, posting the fastest time of the race so far, running a 31:43. That is faster by 2.5 tenths rather, over the next fastest guy. And just as I say that, even closer, Justin Anisagok just ran a 31:56. So these guys absolutely laying down some bad fast laps. And if Justin's doing that right now, he sees that the 1 is coming, and there is the 1 now. That battle for the lead, not going to be much of a lead. 13 might just be laying over, say, hey man, you want to push it, you want the spot, go ahead and take it. Just as I say that, the 7, he's going to be able to get underneath the 13 as well. A little bit of a battle here. 7 needs to stay low, allow the 13 to take whatever line he needs. Don't dump all the dirty air on the hood of his Toyota. So you got a Toyota leading, got a Ford and separating him and P number 2. So I have to see how this all, how it all shakes out. Connor Cunningham back here in the number 43 Monster Machine. He is a good 13 plus seconds behind the top 2. 9 plus seconds, excuse me. I was looking at Andrew Chapman there for just a moment. Yeah, Connor, he's about 9.3 seconds behind the battle for the lead. JT McGraw, thank you very much for the follow, right along with Captain Killam. Definitely appreciate both of y'all smashing that follow button. Absolutely appreciate it. Coffee NR, subscribe with Prime. Subscribe now for 4 months in a row. Coffee, thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button. And welcome again. Always good to see returning viewers come on out and not be afraid to use their Prime right here. Prime, of course, gives you all kinds of free content during the month. Free Prime Music, Prime TV. Of course, now he's able to watch this broadcast in full, uninterrupted fashion. No commercials at all for Coffee. Again, Coffee, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. Bobby Hill Kills also smashed that subscribe button with Prime. He's also watching the race completely commercial free. You want to see some additional racing, or this you want to watch this race elsewhere for commercial free? Go on over on your Roku device, whether it's a TV or a streaming device, and go to the streamers section and type in or search iRock TV. It's the logo that you see there underneath the scoring pylon. All broadcast there, whether it's a POV, league, club, community, podcast, whatever it is, all in 4K, and yes, commercial free. Austin Collins absolutely starting to gap Justin Aniscock right now, 2+ seconds back behind this one for Justin. I'm sorry, Austin. He is right back where he was, up 20. 9 laps to go. We're in the single digits here for the Sophia the Fierce 120, live from Kansas Motor Speedway. If you just joined, I am repeating. This again is the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. We continue to honor Sophia the Fierce, even though we've recently, heard the tragic news that our best friend, 9-year-old cancer patient, Sophia the Fierce, did lose her battle with, I believe it was Ewing sarcoma. She continues to race on here in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series, continuing to honor her as the same thing as the 00 of Pacey Wygant continues to do with his truck. Sophia the Fierce on the hood, Sophia the Fierce all down the side, and Sophia the Fierce all over the back end of his truck as well. Again, Sophia the Fierce from upstate New York, big Buffalo Bills fan, and we continue to keep Sophia the Fierce in our hearts, minds, and thoughts. Pacey right now sitting P number 6, down 4 from where he started, as he comes across to take 7 laps remaining here in this 120 lapper. Now coming to a close. Austin Collins has a pretty good lead over Justin Aniscock. Connor Cunningham sitting P number 3. Brian Pizzicami in only his second race here in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. This TWRS looks like Silverado, looking pretty good. Andrew Chapman to round out your top 5 in this Mountain Dew machine. I was trying to find out who this was before, and I didn't see him. I must have just been glancing right over it. Red Bull gives you flying mobile homes. Alrighty then. Look from the blimp as all these guys continue to race this out. 5 laps remaining. Nobody's catching Austin Collins. Justin Aniscock, decent little gap back to Connor Cunningham. But Connor Cunningham, he may have some company here very, very soon. Looking off the tailgate from his machine, that's Brian Pizzicami back there. And if we look at Brian's nose cam, you'll see that he can see Connor. This could be a very real battle with just 4 laps remaining. We'll have to see if Brian can catch him and try to do anything with him. Right now, Pizzichemi, he has made up the most amount of positions on track, up 21 for the evening. So great top 5 going to be for Brian, unless something should happen. And again, Andrew Chapman, he's also back here as he's able to watch all this unfold as well. So Connor, he's 11.4 behind the leader. Pizzichemi 12.9, almost 13. And then Andrew Chapman 13.9 as well. Just a second between 4th and 5th, and a second between 3rd and 4th. So this is again off the nose camera from Andrew Chapman, and you can see both positions right ahead of him. Justin Anisgok, he cannot see the leader whatsoever. He's now 5.5 seconds ahead, and Austin Collins has absolutely checked out. 2 laps remaining here from Kansas. Leader right now going through turns 3 and 4. About to exit 4 and come across that start stripe. Let's go ahead and kind of ride this lap along with him. See exactly what he's going to have to deal with. Doesn't really look like much at all. We know that there's a gap between him and Justin. Gap between Justin and Connor. And not much else going on. Same gap between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. No real battle there. So it's going to be all about Austin Collins bringing it through turns 3 and 4 for the very last time. And Austin Collins is going to be able to come off turn number 4 and win the Sophia the Fierce 120 live from Kansas. Congratulations, Austin. Looks like Justin, he's going to be able to come across the line, P number 2. P3 will be Connor Cunningham with Brian Pizzichemi right behind. And then, of course, the 25 for Andrew Chapman. Zach Meredith, he's still got this battle going on with him and Pacey. Looks like Zach able to edge that out. Pacey's going to come across P number 7. P8 is going to be Jose Ruiz a little bit further back here with Mike LeBlanc and then Mark Morton to round out the top 10. But all right, let's go ahead and clear the boards for this guy. He's absolutely deserved it. And Austin, it's yours to burn down, sir. Let's go. Brian Pizzichemi saying congratulations. Dial that brake bias all the way up in the front and absolutely letting the rear end eat. Amazing, amazing view. All right, looks like Austin is done right then and there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Keep it right here, please. We will have our top 3 live in the booth. We'll start the interviews off with Connor Cunningham, P number 3, up 20 on the evening. Justin Anisgok after starting on pole, finishing P2. But it's going to be Austin Collins, up 20 on the night also, that will interview last, as he is tonight's winner. Straight Out Alaska says, well, at least Justin didn't disconnect. Congrats, 13. I couldn't agree. Congrats, 1. I could not agree more. All right, I'll go ahead and bring up your full results right quick. And I'll get our top 3 live in the booth, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, we are back. Definitely want to appreciate everybody that's still out there to stick around for post-race. This, again, the results for the turn down for what iRacing Sophia the Fierce 120 live from Kansas. We're going to start off with driver 43 in his Ford F-150 up 20 spots. Talking about the one and only Connor Cunningham. Connor, we were just talking a little bit ago, and you said you kind of allowing some people to go, let them wear their stuff out, and you're able to charge your way back through the field in that monster machine, which again, like I just mentioned a moment ago, very nice paint scheme, pretty clean. So able to charge your way through, one hell of a race. Talk about the battles that you had and how you come across this P3.
Well, I'm not too sure how I got up here, let's be real. I know some people had black flags that were in front of me. I think what helped me was the pit stops, because I felt like I was pretty aggressive going into pit road. I know I passed like 4 cars on entry into pit road at one point, I think. And I think people doing different different strategies to get to the front kind of helped me out, because I just ran in until it was like 1 lap out of gas.
Yep.
And then I just pitted and did my thing.
Well, man, you absolutely did your thing, and I'm glad to see you back. I know you sent a message through Discord, wishing last, was it 2 weeks ago when we ran last, that you wish that you were able to run, and I was glad to see you back tonight, and you were always one hell of a competitor. I believe. Let me go ahead. I'm going to try to pull up the schedule if I can right quick. And I believe next we are at Bristol. And it looks like it is dirt. So we're going to have 80. I think it's 80 laps at Bristol in the dirt. It's going to be a lot of fun in these trucks. What are you thinking about that race? Or are you going to have to spend a little extra time on the dirt to get ready?
I'm going to try and spend extra time on dirt, and hopefully my computer survives it.
I get you there, buddy. All right, well, definitely looking forward to seeing you next week. And as always, man, congratulations on this P3. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to get out there?
Trying to think. I guess since I'm still part of Tank Racing, I guess Tank Racing for letting me do this, I guess.
Old Tank.
And you for broadcasting, showing the whole world what we can all do. And I think that's about all I got.
All right, buddy. Well, Connor, we go way back in the console days as well. Always a fan. We'll see you next week, if not sooner.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go on up. Let's go ahead and bring on up P number 2. After starting on the pole, Justin Ascock, man, one hell of a race. You got on up there. You battled for the lead a few different times with a few different leaders. Battling with Austin Collins, battling with the 5. You were battling with Pacey. I mean, it seemed like you had quite a few people trying to take the lead from you at so many different points during the race. Take us through if you don't mind, sir.
I don't know about battling people, more like battling my internet.
Yeah.
I think I probably would have gave Austin a little bit of fighting chance if I didn't have to fall to the back and have like internet problems and pit 4 laps earlier. But he had a strong truck all night, and I think he led the most laps. I'm not sure, but yeah, just all those problems and still came out second. So I'll take it. Good points day. Started on the pole.
Shout
out to
win
Austin.
Last week.
He had a good race.
Yep.
Yeah, win last week. Austin won tonight, and yeah, man, just a nice clean race overall.
Well, you had Straight Out Alaska out there talking about the broadcast and saying that at least you didn't disconnect. He saw the blinking issues that you were having as well. Definitely saying congratulations to the one of Austin Collins. But they've been there all race long, kind of cheering you on. It's always fun when friends or family come on out and hang out and chat with me. Meanwhile, keeping up with you and everything that you try to do to come away with yet another checker for the season. We just talked to Connor a moment ago about Bristol on dirt next week. What's your outlook?
I think I'll run fine if I don't have any internet problems. I'll call them tomorrow or something later in the week and figure out what's up, because it never used to be like this until like the last couple weeks. So something's definitely up.
Straight Out Alaska did pass along another message. He said, "Don't worry, I'll tell him." So
I should just go to his house. I should just drive to his house and use his internet.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, drag your PC, your monitor along, and away you go. Well, Rowdy, yeah, I tell you to be upfront. We definitely see you having to go to the back because of the connectivity issues, and God knows I can say nothing about that with my woes over the last several months, and I'm hoping just as mine are now behind me, that yours will be behind you in the very near future as well. Any quick friends, family shout outs, anything you want to get out, sir?
Yeah, just everybody raced tonight. I think we only had one caution, I think.
Yep,
So
right around lap 10. Yep.
I think it was a pretty clean race so far. Besides everybody calling me out Mr. Blinky.
Fair enough. You've been called worse by better, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Justin. Congrats on the P2. Great points tonight for you, and you had to do it from the back one more time. Way to go. All right, let's bring on up. I tell you what, he doesn't have the most positions gained over the evening. That honor belongs to Brian Pizzakemi, which we saw come on up, Austin Collins, as you came across the entrance to pit road. I talked to him in the beginning or during practice, and he said that you kind of brought him into the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. Well, he came on up, gave you a congratulatory nudge, I believe, and then the house was yours to burn down after 120 laps. You were coming all race long. I mean, it didn't seem like anybody was going to be able to keep that number one behind them for very long. Here you are, victory lane. One hell of a race, Austin.
Yeah, it was indeed. Only thing I wish we would have had a little bit bigger fuel tanks, because those long runs are a lot of fun around here. But yeah, it was a good race. Like I said, only one caution. So whenever we do get these caution-free races, it's a lot of fun just racing out the tires and racing everybody.
What was it more? Was it the long run for you? Because it seemed like you had short run speed as well.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing was, the short run, you just take care of your right front, and you'll be good on the long run here, because everybody just migrates to the top there at the end of the run. So if you can take care of your right front early on and still carry speed, you should be all right. Lifting early and getting back and driving it off the right rear really help with that. But yeah, just keeping that on and keeping her pointed straight and out of the wall. I know I got close a few times there, but just like I said, keeping it out of the wall, and I know I'd have a decent finish.
Definitely one hell of a decent finish. Your first win here in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series. Please don't knock me upside the back of the head. I don't believe you've gotten a win yet in the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series on Monday nights yet. I could be wrong, but I don't believe so. So that may be coming as well. So with this win, momentum going into Bristol and on through the rest of the season, what are you thinking about dirt next week?
I'll be lucky to keep it straight there. Dirt ain't my thing, so if I can even complete a lap, I'll be happy. So I really hate last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago at Phoenix, didn't go well for me. I had issues off the track, so I missed the start of that race, and I was behind and ended up just calling it early. So I hate that I had it bad there, because I know Bristol Dirt's not going to be good to me. But after that, Charlotte looks really good. I really like that place. So looking forward to after Bristol Dirt.
Yeah, Charlotte and then Dago to wrap up the first half of the season. Then in the second half, it's New Hampshire, the Glen, Kentucky, Bristol, Texas, Legacy, mind you, which I absolutely love that track. Richmond, and then we're going to wrap up the season at Las Vegas. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So if Bristol is your only issue in this first half, and the second half seems all right for you, well, a good thing to go ahead and get the win now. Maybe give you a little bit of courage going into next week. But it sounds like you're a little bit like me. It makes absolutely no sense to turn right to go left. But man, congratulations on this W. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to get out, sir?
Oh yeah, I got to thank Brian for coming out and racing with me here at Turn for What. I got to thank Team Watson Racing Setups for letting me join them. Been running with them, so go check them out. I appreciate, or thank you for putting on the broadcast. Papa Bear for doing the league and all the admins and everything. Rep for doing race control, and yep, that's about it.
All right, buddy. Congratulations one more time, and yeah, I'll see you. I know the Shake and Bake series is off this week, so I'll see you in a little over a week's time next Monday night, sir.
Yep.
All right, well, guys and girls, that is going to go ahead and wrap it up for me. What do you say we try to see if we can find somebody? It doesn't look like anybody that I follow is actually streaming right now. So we will see you next week from Bristol on the dirt. It's going to be a lot of fun. Big thank you to everybody that came out on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and the iRock TV channel over on your favorite Roku device. Again, one more time, if you've got a Roku TV or a Roku streaming device, go on over to the streamers section. Look for iRock TV. It's a logo that's on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, and download the channel. It's completely free. Whether you want to watch a POV, whether you want to watch a league, community, club, podcast, whatever it is, it's all in great, stunning 4K, and again, commercial free. Go on over, download the channel, all kinds of on-demands that you can stream through, and enjoy. So until next time, I'll see you then. Take it easy.